Hi! This is my first YouTube video ever. It's pretty exciting because I've been watching YouTube for about 6 years now. I also make videos. I make video art, but I've never made an actual real sit-down YouTube video. It's April 11th, 2020. I live in New York City, which means that I'm in quarantine. I hope that everybody who's watching this is safe and healthy and staying inside. I figured that this was a good enough time as ever to shoot my first YouTube video. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos just to kind of relax and have something on in the background. So that's the kind of video that I want to make right now. I hope that it helps you relax or just lets you zone out. I've also been going through my closet trying to clean things out, which I've been doing off and on for a while now. Right now, I'm just gonna do my top 10 best thrifted items. And for the most part, all of these came from thrift stores. A couple of them came from different places, and I'll talk about that when we get to them. I'm gonna do them in descending order from 10 to number 1. So I'm gonna talk through all of the pieces, and then I'm gonna style them with other pieces from my closet so that you can see how I actually wear them. So let's just get started. My first, number 10, in my top 10 thrifted pieces are these Manolo Blahnik flats. I got them last May at a yard sale. So this is the first piece that I'm talking about, and they didn't actually come from the thrift store, but they came from a yard sale on Long Island over Memorial Day weekend, and they were $1. And they fit me perfectly. They're 36.5, that's my size. I love these so much. They were from the best yard sale I've ever been to in my entire life. I went with a bunch of friends. The daughter, it was a daughter and mother. The daughter was my size exactly, and they were selling everything for $1, and it was amazing. So these Manolo Blahnik black leather pointy rectangular toed flats are my number 10. All right, number 9 is this black gingham dress. You'll be able to see it better in the cutaways. This is a midi dress with a slit in the back. I actually sewed it. It's kind of like a scoop neck. I sewed it to shorten the straps. It's made out of rayon material, and it has no tag. I got this at a thrift store, my favorite thrift store in Northern California near my parents. It's called Sutter Hospice Thrift in Santa Rosa. I find the best stuff there. It's kind of like an upscale thrift store, but the prices are still really low. But I guess a lot of people in the neighborhood, in the area that donate there are well off, so they donate really cool stuff. This actually looks a lot like the J.W. Anderson gingham dress from the most recent Uniqlo collection, which I've been looking at, but I got laid off of my job. I'm not working right now because of COVID-19, so I'm not buying anything. I'm just buying food and paying rent. So it's good that I rediscovered my gingham dress. Number 8 is very plain and simple. It is this black stretchy mini skirt. The tag says "You Babes." Honestly, I don't even remember when I got this. I think I got this at a thrift store in Providence, Rhode Island, or outside of Providence. But it is the perfect black mini skirt. It is a really good length. You can kind of hike it up to be a little more mini. It can also just be worn longer. It's super stretchy. It's kind of like bike short. It's basically like bike shorts, but in a skirt. The elastic isn't worn out at all. It's in really good shape. I've had it for probably over 6 years, maybe 7 or 8 years. I wear it every single spring and summer. It's really great. I love this. Number 7 on my list of top 10 best thrifted items ever is this white floral pajama top. It honestly looks kind of schlumpy like this, and I found it actually goes with the next piece in this. I found them on the same shopping trip, thrifting. I think it was the Savers in Woonsocket, Rhode Island. I was thrifting with my friend Emily, and I found this top and the next piece to wear as an outfit, and I was just like, this is my outfit forever. And it has remained my outfit forever. I think I found this like 3 years ago, 4 years ago, and I wear it all the time. I mean, a pajama shirt is like the best, most comfy shirt. I find it really flattering. I only button the middle buttons, so it kind of goes down in a V-neck and it opens up at the bottom. I find it to be really pretty and just like easy to wear. Sometimes I wear it as a cardigan, just completely open. Mostly I just wear it as a comfy top with kind of more structured bottoms. I don't like to wear it with like flowy bottoms because it feels too much like pajamas. So then the next piece that goes with that top is number 6 on the list. It's these camo pants. I found these in the little boys section at Savers. This was actually the beginning of when I started really searching in the little boys section for pants. I wear like a 24 to 26 waist pants. So if I shop in the little boy section, I can usually find like size 14 or 16. I think these are, doesn't say what size they are, but anyways, they kind of have like what little boys pants have, which is like this elastic part on the side, which I think is really funny. Yeah, and they're kind of like a real tree camo. They have cargo pockets that I never use on the sides. But I find that like, because they're little boys pants, they sit kind of high up on the waist, but they're cropped. They kind of flatten my butt, but I don't really care. They have one pocket on the back. I just find that these pants fit me really well, and they look a little awkward because of how cropped they are, but I just really, really like them. Number 5 on my list is the one piece of outerwear in this. I think I found this in 2016 in the winter time in California. Again, I think at Sutter Hospice Thrift, my favorite thrift store. So this is a reversible quilted parka type jacket. It goes down to about the waist. I've attached this Bambi patch that's for my friend's music project called Chiclet. I really like this patch, and usually with attaching patches to my stuff, I'm very picky about it, but I like this patch so much that I attached it to my favorite jacket. I usually wear it on this like light green, more quilted outside, but it's reversible. So it can be this dark green color as well. I'll show you in the cutaway. The cuff is pretty messed up. I've worn it for a long time. The zipper still works, and it's one of those like reversible zippers where it zips on both sides. The pockets on this side are zip pockets, and it has this hood, which I think you can actually tuck in if you want to, like roll up and tuck in somehow, but I like leaving it out. It actually helps. It's not like waterproof, but it's pretty warm. I usually wear it in fall or spring. I can't really wear it as a winter coat. It's not warm enough, but it's just super comfy and a little bit oversized. I love this jacket. Number 4 is another gingham piece. It's another gingham dress. I am obsessed with this dress. I found this in a thrift store in St. Petersburg, Florida, or like Tampa, I think St. Petersburg, in a Goodwill. And it's a floor-length rayon, lavender, A-line, I believe it's called A-line, gingham dress that is like high-necked at the front and open on the back. And there's a zipper, but it's like a very low open back, and then there's ties. So you can tie it up. And the neckline is really high. It has darts for the boobs. It kind of has this like V right here. And it's floor length. I just love this dress. I've worn it to a few weddings, friends' weddings. I really, really like it. I felt like I had won the lottery when I found this. I was like, this is the best piece. It's called ISB. It's like, it's just completely random brand. It says size 10. It says 50% acetate, 50% rayon, dry clean only. So when I found this, it actually smelled insanely like smoke, like cigarette smoke. And I thought it was disgusting, but I needed to have this dress. I don't even know if I tried it on because it smelled so bad, but I just knew that it would fit me, like holding it up to myself, and I was just like, this is amazing. It looks like a Reformation dress or something. So I brought it home. I hand washed it twice because the first time I washed it, the cigarette smoke smell did not come out. I think even after the second time, obviously there's no smell anymore. After the second time I washed it, there was even like a hint of the cigarette smoke smell. Anyways, I love this dress. I've had it since 2013, so that's 7 years. I will continue to wear this dress. I've always kind of wanted to wear it casually during the summertime with boots or something, but I'm just kind of not a casual dress wearer that much. It's also a little bit like form-fitting. I feel like I'd want to wear something over it. I might be a little bit self-conscious to just wear it on a normal basis in New York in the summertime. Number 3 is this shirt. It's an X shirt for the band X from Los Angeles. Okay, this is not technically thrifted. I bought it secondhand on Etsy. I believe it was like $40. So I didn't say the prices of all these things, but pretty much they're like $3 to $10 max. I don't think I spent more than $10 on any one of these pieces, like real thrift store prices. So $40 on Etsy is a little bit different, but I thought I would include it in this because I don't shop that much on Etsy or secondhand retailers online, so I don't think I have enough pieces of that type to make a whole video about it. Plus this shirt, I mean, yeah, it's amazing. I actually didn't buy this that long ago. I think I got it in 2017, so like 3 years ago. It's only just now starting to wear out. I think you can see like some of the holes that are starting to come through around the design, but I love the back design. It is designed by P. Haskell, who I'm guessing is an illustrator who did designs for X. My parents were the ones who introduced me to X. And I showed this to my dad, and he didn't believe that this was actually their band shirt, but I believe it. I haven't really like verified it, but I think it's probably just like from the 80s. It's not like or 90s. It's like a little bit later than my dad was used to seeing their graphic design. This like snake cobra, or I guess it's a rattlesnake with a crown wrapping around the X design. It's also just like a really nice cut. There's no tag, it's completely blank. It's just a nice cut of shirt. It's pretty small, but it fits me nicely. I like that the sleeves are like a little bit short. It's very, very soft. It's worn in, but when I got it, I mean, I've worn this so much. I wear it to work as a bartender all the time. It's because it's really comfy and easy to style. I try not to wear it too much because I really don't want to wear it out too fast, but I feel like I'm already doing it and it's just gonna be what it is. I love this top. Okay, we're down to number 2 on the list of my top 10 best thrifted items ever. And number 2 on the list are these Calvin Klein jeans. These are Calvin Klein high-waisted jeans. I don't even know what the fit is called. They're size 28, so I guess when I said my size, I kind of think that like thrifted sizes are all over the map. So you kind of have to just like actually look at the jeans. They're a little bit big on me, or they're kind of like generous in the waist. They're not the tightest jeans, which I really like actually. They're super comfortable. They're made in the USA, 100% cotton. It says designed to fade and lose color, turn inside out before washing, which I don't do. Yeah, so I got these thrifted at this like weird thrift store next to my old apartment in Bushwick. They just had good brands of jeans and like racks and racks of jeans. They were on Myrtle Avenue. I'm pretty sure they're probably not there anymore. So I bought these jeans in 2012, 2013, so about 7 or 8 years ago, which is why they're completely patched right now. They also, the zipper broke, and my mom, who's a really amazing seamstress, actually sewed in a new zipper for me, which is really, really nice. I have patched the butt a bunch of times. I just repatched it again like a few days ago. I'm not really like, this is kind of like a darning patch style. I'm not very good at patching things. I kind of just like use a piece of jean material and then like hand stitch. I also don't use my sewing machine, and I got it out recently to use it again, and then the needle broke, so I can't use it. And I honestly prefer hand sewing. I use embroidery thread because it's thicker. Every time I like hem a pair of jeans, I save that piece, or if I turn a pair of jeans into cutoffs or something, I'll save that denim because I use it for patches later. And that kind of goes for like if I cut the sleeves off of a shirt or if I make a dress shorter. I usually, if I like the fabric, I'll save it, which is I kind of hoard them. These are just like the perfect wash. They're so comfortable. I roll them up at the bottom, so they're also, I kind of like my hems cropped. But I just like feel like I can wear these anywhere. They're kind of like my power jeans or something. And now for number one. Try not to make this video too long, but I actually really like long videos because I do like to have them just on ambiently in the background while I make the bed or like wash dishes or something. Number one best thrifted item I've ever found is this. It looks just like a pink muscle cropped tank top from the front, but the back has this amazing Japanese sex scene. It's so wild. The tag is just like a really weird old 70s or 80s, I would say 80s probably, tag. The quality of the screen print of the Japanese sex scene is just amazing. Like, it hasn't worn out at all. I'm half Japanese, so I really like Japanese imagery and aesthetics. I grew up with it a lot in my house. My parents really like it, and my mom just like, she used to actually make batiqued fabrics with her mom, and they would a lot of times have like Japanese symbols or imagery on them. Okay, so it is 80s. It says 1982 R. Powell. R.M. Powell, I guess, who's the illustrator. I just think this is such a cool shirt. This is from a thrift store in California, not my favorite one. I think it's in the same family, Sutter Hospice, but not the same location as my favorite thrift store. Also in Santa Rosa. It's not a good thrift store. Like, I've gone in there a bunch of times and never found anything, but this was just weird. And I was in the kids section. So this I found in the kids section, which I thought was really funny because there's this like pretty semi-graphic sex entanglement happening. I also just really like the textiles, and it looks like a print from ukiyo-e from like the 19th century floating world. So this was in the kids section. I found it like this and I liked it even without seeing the back, and then I like flipped the rack through and I saw this and I was like, holy shit. I really don't wear it that much because it's a little bit exposing. I don't really like cropped shirts that much. I honestly would like, I just love it as an object. I love this baby pink color. I again like don't want to wear it too much in case it disintegrates because I just think it's like the coolest shirt. I almost want to frame it, but I don't frame any of my t-shirts. I've never done that before. This is just cool to wear sometimes, like again for a special occasion or if I want to feel powerful. Top thrifted piece of all time. I love this so much. So that's it. I feel like I just talked forever. I hope it did something for you. Maybe made you think about the stuff that you've thrifted in your life. I have mixed feelings about YouTube as a platform because generally I think it's really pretty evil. But then again, I've been watching it for 6 years pretty steadily. It helps me relax a lot. I never participated because I felt like the platform was evil, but At this point, I feel like everything's kind of falling apart, and I should probably just like make a YouTube video or a channel and talk about some of my clothes as a distraction from how crazy everything is right now. Thank you so much for tuning in if you watch this, and I'll try to make more videos soon. Bye.